Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Netta. My whole goal here is to help you look and feel your best every single day. You know, I generally talk about style on this channel, but my first love and my kind of obsession in life is actually beauty. And so I'm here with this beauty, my friend, Dr. Abigail Adams. She is the owner of the Med Spa in New Smyrna Beach. And we're going to talk about ways that you can rejuvenate your skin, both for the holidays, the new year, and beyond. So some of these are going to be short-term fixes and solutions, and some are going to be more long-term strategies for rebuilding collagen and helping, get our skin and our faces in the best shape and best appearance possible, because that's the goal. One of the things I want to talk about, and we didn't even discuss this, but a lot of times we see celebrities, Jennifer Aniston, Jennifer Lopez, people like that, and we're like, oh my gosh, like, what are they doing to their faces? And we think it's important to recognize that most of the amazing results that we see on celebrity faces are not just the result of a good skincare routine. Right?
True.
Am I right?
True. I analyze faces on People magazine, and you can tell they've had little bits, minor gradual changes, and little bits of filler, little bits of Botox, and that's how they look so natural still, because they just do it in moderation.
So someone like Jennifer Aniston and Jennifer Lopez, both of them are the people that, they're in their 50s. And their skin looks amazing, but it does not look like they've had work done.
Yeah.
Right? So how do they get that result? So skincare, lifestyle, diet, hydration, all of that plays a huge role. But recognize the fact that if Jennifer Aniston is like, I use Cetaphil, you can't just start putting, I'm just making that up, I have no idea. You can't just put Cetaphil on your face and be like, oh, I'm going to look like Jennifer Aniston. It doesn't really work that way, right? Like, she's also doing the treatments that we're going to discuss here.
Sure.
Yeah. And, maybe even, and I don't know this for a fact, but many of these celebrities are doing very, very minor surgeries as well. I know that there is some plastic surgery happening, So keep in mind that if you want results like a Jennifer Lopez or a Jennifer Aniston, you're going to want to combine treatments and skincare. So our last video, we really talked about skincare. So this video, we're really going to talk about treatment. So how to get that glow in your 40s and 50s. So you're in your 40s.
I'm in my 40s.
And I'm in my 50s. So.
Yeah, I'm in my 40s. And I do believe that skincare starts in your 20s, or actually in your teens. You need to be putting sunscreen on every day.
100%.
But, things that you can do instantly to improve the appearance of your skin after the age of 40 would be, easy things like exfoliation. And that's not using St. Ives apricot scrub. That's exfoliation. Don't use
that scrub. That's
it's so funny how many patients
it scratches your face.
Yeah.
It's awful.
But I really do think that dullness really ages your skin, and a lot of people are so concerned about wrinkles, but just having that dull appearance to your skin. So it's something easy you can do at home, and in a med spa scenario, you can daily use a exfoliating cleanser like an AHA BHA by SkinMedica. That's probably my favorite. You can also use a daily product to help your cell turnover, which is retinol. And treatment wise, it all starts with chemical peels. If a series of chemical peels just gets that dead layer off to give you that amazing glow. And then you can maintain the results of a chemical peel with a treatment such as Diamond Glow, which is a dermal infusion, which is a treatment that uses a diamond micro tip that exfoliates the dead surface layer of cells, and then also uses water to kind of do a power wash for the face. So just keeping your skin bright and exfoliated and the dead skin cells off just gives you a bright appearance and reduces that dullness.
I love that. I've talked about that in my makeup videos, recapturing some of the glow with makeup, because dullness is something that we don't talk enough about. Everyone's focused on wrinkles and focused on laxity, but dullness is really one of the biggest contributors to our skin looking older than it is. When you're young, your skin is dewy and fresh and glowing, and you want to recapture that as you get older. And it takes a little bit more work because the cells don't turn over as quickly as we get older, right?
Yeah.
So these are strategies that you can use where you really are going to see an immediate,
Yeah, like that instant glow. If you're going to a Christmas party next week, come in and get the Med Spa Signature Facial, which we combine a Diamond Glow microdermabrasion treatment with an Illuminize peel. And there's actually very little downtime, very little peeling. And it's called the Med Spa Signature treatment. The other thing that you can do is remove the unwanted. And you can do that pretty quickly. You can remove unwanted pigment, and you can remove unwanted wrinkles. So the two ways to do that are with laser and Botox. And that does give you a pretty instant refresh.
I love that.
Yeah, because with one laser treatment, and you can go ahead and have the pigment. The laser's only attracted to the pigment that. Like,
so it's not going to lighten spots.
It's not going to lighten your skin. It'll only lighten the spots, like sunspots, for instance. So one treatment, they're gone in about a week to 10 days, and you have fresher
and more even skin tone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, which is huge, because that's another thing that happens as we get older is that pigmentation issues can make your skin look younger. It can make it look dull. It can make it look muddy. Now, does this work whether you have pigmentation issues from sun exposure or
acne scarring? Yeah, absolutely. And I have a variety of lasers at my spa that treat the palest Fitzpatrick type 1 skin type as far as to Fitzpatrick 6 African American skin.
Okay.
So it's safe. We have lasers that are safe on all skin types. Yeah. And the other thing is remove unwanted wrinkles. Botox is magical when it comes to wrinkle reduction. And so that also gives you that instant refresh.
So I don't think there's any reason to live with wrinkles. And when I was like 10 or 12, I remember telling my mom, by the time I'm old enough to have wrinkles, there's going to be a cure. And there is. There really is a cure for wrinkles. Yeah. I mean, Botox really does eliminate the look of wrinkles. I mean, it keeps the skin from moving in a way that creates that wrinkled effect that we don't want.
Yeah.
And then removing pigmentation, that's always going to be my challenge because I have a lot of melanin in my skin, and anytime I get any kind of a breakout or any kind of mark on my face, it leaves a brown spot. So if, like me, you're prone to hyperpigmentation, then just know that a laser, a week to 10 days, your skin is going to look bright and even toned.
Yeah, and it's always best done in a series. But I think, people that wear a lot of makeup, I think that ages people. Mm-hmm. So my goal at the Med Spa is to get somebody's face to where they don't have to wear a lot of makeup. They can put a tinted sunscreen on and some blush and lip gloss and go out the door.
And that's the goal, I think, for all of us. Mm-hmm. Wearing less makeup as we get older is key. I mean, today's video was a Merit makeup tutorial. And one of the reasons I like their makeup is it's very minimal, it's very sheer, it gives a really nice, natural, fresh look. And that's what we want as we get older. If we're caking stuff on, we're going to look a lot older.
Yeah.
We're going to look
and the third thing I would say, what you can do is hydrate. Hydrate.
Plump. Inside or outside?
Both. It starts all with nutrition, clearly, and what you put in your body and how much water you drink. But hydrated skin, you can get hydrofacials, would be some, those treatments really infuse the water and products down deep into your dermis. The other thing you can do is use a product called HA5, which is hyaluronic acid serum that's applied topically. Mm-hmm. And then, of course, you have Juvederm and filler, and dermal fillers do contain hyaluronic acid, which are injected in the larger wrinkles, in the spaces in your face that have lost volume. That also hydrates the skin. So that's another thing that really instantly helps give you a more youthful glow.
So I never thought of fillers as being hydrating as well.
Correct, they are. Yeah, hyaluronic acid, I mean, the Latin term or Latin root is, hydra for water. Mm-hmm. So hyaluronic acid is something that helps your skin hold on to water. And as we age, we lose hyaluronic acid, just like as we age, we lose growth factors. So we have to replace growth factors topically in the skin, on top of the skin, as well as in the skin with PRP. And also the hyaluronic acid, we lose it, we replace it on top of the skin and in the skin with filler. So that's a little secret.
I love that. So like hyaluronic acid is one of the key ingredients that you want to look for in your skincare routine. I never thought of it as something that is an internal strategy as well, like in those fillers. So that's really cool. So everything inside, outside, skincare treatments, they have to work synergistically. You need to look at your face. It's not like, oh, I've got a brown spot, let me just put something on that brown spot. Look at the big picture.
But again, I feel like a broken record, but all hyaluronic acid is not made the same. All retinol is not made the same. All antioxidants aren't made the same. So just because L'Oreal says, oh, we're 100% hyaluronic acid, does not mean that quality is there.
Yes.
When you invest in a medical cosmeceutical like Skin Medica, Abaji, so on, products that you have to get in a physician's office, they are just made better. They're
Yes, and they spend their
formulated to
money on
work.
research and not on marketing because they are sold through doctors' offices. So that's something to keep in mind. Plus, you get a routine that's catered to you based on someone who's gotten to know your skin, rather than going to a drugstore and being like, oh, what should I try today?
Yeah.
Hopefully something will help.
Yeah. And finally, protection. Protection is everything.
Yeah.
So if you don't wear sunscreen on your face every day, even if you're not going out in the sun, even on a day like this that's cloudy, sunscreen every day. And
So somebody in my Angel Style program said, oh, I don't go outside. So I'm like, do you have a window in your house? If you have a window
Or in the car.
in your house or in the car, I don't care. I mean, obviously I live in Florida where I'm obsessed with sunscreen. Anything that's exposed is covered. And during lighter months, I have it head to toe. So even if you're not in that situation where you feel like, oh, I live in Alaska, I don't care. You still need sunscreen, and it reflects off the snow as much as it does on the sand.
And not only that, not only just sunscreen, but the antioxidants. This is where antioxidants come into play. It's just, I feel like I love Skin Medica, so I always represent Skin Medica. But they have a product called Lumavive, and Lumavive it's a 2-bottle system. There's one set of antioxidants that you use during the day. And when you apply those to your skin, it's protecting you from all the free radicals out there. It's protecting you from the environmental damage and oxidative stress that you just receive from pollution, from going outside. So, and the best antioxidant is not just vitamin C. Everybody thinks that vitamin C is the best, but there are so many different antioxidants.
Vitamin C is hard too because it's hard to get vitamin C right. I know Skin Medica is a leader in that. But, vitamin C is one of those, like if you go to a drugstore and you just buy a bottle of vitamin C, you don't know that it's packaged properly or that it's going to be the most effective. So vitamin C, you really want a good product if you're looking at.
But you want all of the different antioxidants, and that also includes putting them in your body too, fruits and vegetables. But when you talked about sun damage in the car, you should Google semi-truck drivers. They'll have half their face. They almost look 20 years different on one side of their face. It's really interesting. Like the side that was facing the window, then they never use sunscreen. The right side of their face looks much, much younger. So that's really a fun little
it's pretty dramatic.
Google image search that you can do.
I love seeing those tests on twins where one has had Botox starting at 30 and one didn't, and it's a pretty remarkable. I want to be the one who had it. Yeah. Like I don't want to be in the placebo group that did not get any Botox and my face aged.
Yeah.
Like
I guess to your point about like Jennifer Aniston, they probably get fillers constantly. I mean, not a lot, but so that's why they never look like they are older because they always are maintaining, just like reinserting the volume that they're losing every year. Not giant cheeks, but just small amounts in here that help lift. PDO threads are another thing that we've never talked about before, but that is an amazing non-surgical option for people that want their jowls lifted here, their neck lifted. I mean,
stay tuned.
Yeah, it's a really, really cool procedure. And my nurse practitioner, Ashley Pontenberg, she's actually a Mint PDO thread trainer. That's
amazing. So
she's the best of the best. She's also an Allergan trainer too, but those are easy things that you can do, and that gives you a very instant lift.
So the fact that, and keep in mind, I do not know specifically what Jennifer Aniston and Jennifer Lopez have done to their faces, and I'm not claiming that anybody had any kind of surgical procedures or whatever. But what they are doing is they're maintaining their skin in every way possible. So they're maintaining their skin, and so you're never going to see the signs of aging because they're stopping it before it happens. Right?
And who knows? They're probably doing microneedling. They're probably doing RF microneedling, maybe some laser genesis. There's a lot of things that we can do with lasers. I love lasers. But they don't give you that instant gratification.
Okay, so let's talk about that. Let's talk about instant versus a little bit more long term. So we're going to a party. What are a couple of instant boosts?
Going to a party? Easy. Prior to your event, 2 to 4 weeks, you can have a Botox treatment. I wouldn't do fillers I would do fillers maybe at least 4 weeks before your event.
Okay. Timeline, 4 weeks before, get fillers.
Yeah, and then 2 week, in that same time frame, Botox, and that way you can tweak it just before the event in case you have a little, a little asymmetry or whatever. And the other thing is maybe 2 days before your event, get a Diamond Glow or a Hydrofacial. I mean, that is the easiest thing to remove all the dead skin cells, give yourself that instant red carpet ready glow.
Okay, love it. Red carpet ready glow. Again, this is the kind of thing that celebrities are doing when you're like, why do they always look so good? Well, 2 days before that they were on that red carpet, they were probably getting a skin treatment of some kind and anything else that's available out there.
Well, in fact, JLo now has partnered with Hydrofacial, and she's provided a booster for Hydrofacial, the deluxe treatment.
Was it called the JLo Glow? I'm just going to be her branding expert. I'm sure she doesn't have other people on her camp.
I can't speak to her products. They're not a medical cosmeceutical type level of product, so I would never recommend those. But so longer term, it's all about increasing your own collagen and elastin that's been lost. So clearly you can do that again with nutrition. I'm a nutritionist by training, so it all comes back to what you're putting in your body and also what you're doing to your body. Smoking clearly, drinking excessively, not staying hydrated. Those can have effects on your skin. Sugar, yes, definitely. But the more longer term solutions would be something that's out there now. It's called RF microneedling. It goes by a lot of names. Potenza is the treatment that we have. Morpheus, Virtue. There's lots of different
So you've
products.
heard these names at your med spa in your area. Morpheus, Potenza. Those are a couple
It's
of
all
names.
RF microneedling.
Okay.
RF stands for radio frequency.
Okay.
And microneedling is the traditional microneedling that you and I have talked about before, using the tiny needles that penetrate at a depth between 0.5 millimeters all the way down to 4 millimeters, and even deeper on the body. But at the tip of those needles, it lets off this energy called radio frequency, which denatures the tissue. So your body starts rebuilding collagen and elastin. So it works deeper, and then it also works superficially to do some mild skin resurfacing as well. It's an amazing treatment.
That's
RF
incredible.
microneedling. It's a very big buzzword out there, and a lot of people are getting it done because a lot of people have amazing results. We're seeing amazing results.
I love that. I'm super excited about that. Can you tell me what the timeline is on that? How long?
Downtime? Okay. Very easy. It's painful. I'm not gonna lie. It doesn't matter where you go, it's painful. So you come in, you get topical numbing, and we do that for about 30 minutes at least. We also have nitrous, laughing gas, to get you through the procedure just in case you
My
need
sister's
that
a dentist, tested that on me.
Yeah.
She was in dental school.
Yeah, my husband's a dentist. But it takes about, the procedure itself is very, very quick. And, it's a little painful during the procedure, but we get you through with nitrous. And we also have a chiller that freezes the skin that can help with pain control. And you're done in about, an hour and 15. You're going to look a little red right the first couple hours. By nighttime, you could probably put makeup on and go out.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Really? That's amazing.
Yeah, but the results take time. And it takes
So it's
series of
cumulative.
treatments.
Kind of like with Botox. A lot of times people are like, oh, I don't see a difference.
Right.
Well, it takes a couple of weeks for Botox to
2
really...
weeks, yeah. But we're creating a controlled wound to your tissue. And so obviously the healing process is going to be different in everybody. But you can really see that tightening effect in about 4 to 6 weeks. And we recommend 3 treatments. The other really cool thing that we've been doing at the Med Spa is we've been adding CO2 skin resurfacing in addition, right on top of the RF microneedling, same day, same treatment. And so you're getting that deep tightening effect of the RF microneedling plus that amazing skin resurfacing with the ablated CO2. And we've been even doing it right over the eyelids just to help people that have that laxity in the eyelids.
Like me. So I sleep on the right side of my face.
Yeah.
Even though I sleep on a silk pillowcase and I try to be as careful as possible, definitely noticing that here. So that's really interesting that can help. I get a lot of questions about the eye area. So that can help with the laxity in the eye area.
So there's lots of fun things. I love it. It's very interesting. And for somebody that's just not interested in surgery, we have a lot of different treatments that can be very effective. No downtime. And it's not going to necessarily, if people have a lot of laxity, I always recommend them getting a surgical consult, but some people are just not interested, never going to do it, or not a candidate for surgery. So in terms of like really heavy laxity, we always would, recommend you to go to a board certified plastic surgeon. But there's only so much that surgery can do too. Surgery is not a replacement for skin texture and tone and dullness. You still have to take care of your skin.
So that's a really important distinction to make. Like, how do you know whether you're going to a med spa, you're seeking skin treatments, or whether you're going to a plastic surgeon? So if you're talking about skin quality, right? Mm-hmm. Skin texture, skin, the glow, the dullness, the evenness, all of that. And, some firming and brightening, mm-hmm. you're going to a med spa.
Oh,
right?
There's no distinction really. I mean, a lot of plastic surgery offices have med spas attached
to
them.
Okay.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is you're going to get treatments as opposed to surgery.
Correct.
Right? So
sure.
Skin quality issues are going to be treatments.
I would say so in general. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then
products.
Mm-hmm. So, but then like maybe major kind of structural things, that's surgery.
Exactly. Anatomical, absolutely.
Okay. So that's the distinction I was trying to make. Yes. A lot of plastic surgery offices are going to have some of these same treatments, but you're talking about treatments versus surgery. So if you do not want, if you're one of those people who like Dr. Adams said, is not a candidate for surgery, or you just are like hard and fast, I'm not going to do surgery. There are a lot of treatments that can help you get amazing results.
PDO threads, fillers, and RF microneedling. That's your answer.
That's your gold standard right there. That's your gold standard.
Yeah.
So is there anybody who is not a candidate for any of these treatments?
Well, we have to go line by line by line. Okay. I'm safety first. I'm an ER doctor by training, so I have always put my patient safety first and foremost. So there are absolute contraindications to some procedures, like for instance, radiofrequency treatments. If you have a pacemaker, you're not a candidate. But my staff is highly trained, and we go through the whole list of absolute and relative contraindications. We clearly are very, very cautious with people that are immunocompromised, people that don't heal well. But there's very few people that we've had to really say no to,
So you really want to go to a doctor. You want to go to a doctor. You want to go to a med spa or plastic surgery office where there is a clinician there, right? Yes,
true, but there are a lot of board certified nurse practitioners and physician's assistants that are highly qualified. And it's always it's a rule to have a medical director as overseeing everything, but a lot of times the medical director is not in the office, and I'm one of the rare instances that's the medical director is the owner, the operator, and the overseer.
Always there.
So that's helpful. But I would say that there are a lot of very safe board certified nurse practitioners that perform the same services as well.
Okay.
I think experience counts, and you can ask how they've been trained and how long they've been performing the procedures, and who is their medical director, and
and maybe also get recommendations from friends who have been there and have loved the experience. So you want a place with a good reputation, solid experience, clinicians.
I would say a red flag is the price.
So if it's Botox 2 for the price of 1?
Yeah, I mean, we all, and it's coming up to the holidays, we always have deals around the holidays, and we'll have the 12 days of Christmas. But in general, in my experience, I've been in this aesthetic industry for about 10 years, and the people that are on Groupon or, that are begging for patients, those are people that you may want to just find out what their qualifications are before you call up.
Make sure you have a friend who's been there. Make sure you know a little bit more.
But this excessively low, like if somebody wants their lips done and the price is $300 or something, like I would definitely raise an eyebrow.
Okay.
Because if you're using good products, sometimes the product alone costs that. So it's like, that's not to say anything about any other product, but I would just, you want to do your research.
Yeah. So I think that's really important. Know where you're going. Know how much experience they have and who's going to be working on your face, what kind of experience they have. Get recommendations from friends. Don't go based on just price.
Yeah.
You need other things that you're taking into account. So really quickly, price range, and it's going to be different wherever you're at, but price range, what can we expect from like that gold standard treatment we were just talking about?
So, it all depends on what you're having done. In terms of like, because anti-aging is a marathon, not a sprint. Like you can't just pay $2,500 today and you're going to have results for 5 years. Like it just doesn't work like that. So I think, and it's not just one treatment, it's a combination of things. So I really think primarily you should budget, set aside money for skincare, for good quality skincare. And, that could be, I always want people to be on TNS Advanced Plus Serum, which has that growth factor. That's $300 a bottle. But if you use it twice a day, like you should, you're going to need, 6 to 8 bottles per year.
Okay. So you're at $300 a bottle, you're talking about one every other month.
Yeah, more or less. But I would rather somebody use that and a sunscreen they buy from Target and a cleanser they buy from Walgreens. And if they're on a budget, just invest in at least one good product, Okay. So that's skincare side. And then in terms of service-wise, it depends. Some of the larger services, like the PDO threads and the filler, you only have to do those once or twice every a couple years.
Okay.
So that's
good to know.
Yeah, Botox, clearly you need to set aside your Botox money, and I have plenty of women that do that, and they get it done every 3 to 4 months, and that's about, around $500, $600, depending how many units. So that would be 3 times a year. But then we're also coming up with our VIP membership program. So, and I'm starting this just because I want people to be able to get the laser treatments all year long if they want
to do it regularly.
To maintain the results. Because if you spend, for the RF microneedling package that we talked about, like a series of 3 treatments, after about 6 weeks after your last treatment, you're going to be looking like $1 million. Now, it would be great for you to do that maybe once a year to maintain your results.
Okay.
So it's like some of the bigger services, you don't need to do that all the time. But, if when you add it all up, it's probably about $4,000 to $5,000 a year that you might want to budget for your skincare routine.
Okay.
Including services, including injectables, including laser. Okay. Probably right around $5,000, I would say.
Including products? Skincare products? Okay.
Probably, yeah. And then when you play your cards right, like at my med spa, you can save a lot if you bundle.
So definitely look for like packages, memberships, being able to bundle things together at your med spa. Definitely, if you're local, I definitely would recommend going to to New Smyrna and seeing Dr. Adams. But one of the things I talk about all the time is like being strategic about how we spend our money, and we end up blowing a lot of money on things that we don't need. And we talk about this all the time, even in terms of style. Like every time you go into Marshall's, you spend $50. Well, don't spend $50 at Marshall's on something that's Instead, put the $50 away and spend it here where it's going to count. So having a wardrobe of essential pieces that makes you feel stylish all the time and makes you feel beautiful doesn't have to break the bank. But we want to balance, what we spend on shoes versus what we spend on our faces.
That's a great example. I'm so guilty of that. I have probably 15 white tank tops that are all from like Banana Republic, but they get trashy and dingy over time. I should just invest, more money on 3 white tank tops instead of 15.
It's
Target tank tops.
Yeah, it's absolutely like elevating those essentials so that we have really beautiful chic pieces in our wardrobe that we love to reach for and that will last a really long time is one of the strategies I give you for style. And for skin, it's similar. If you're going and buying a lot of like, makeup Ulta, that isn't Target. Good quality, and skincare that isn't great quality, like don't make those purchases and instead put that money aside. One of my strategies used to be people would be like, I don't want to spend $90 on a pair of shoes. I'm like, do you have 3 $30 pairs of shoes? Because if you didn't buy those $30 pairs and they're like, I can't afford $90 on a pair of shoes. Well, don't buy the 3 $30 pairs of shoes. Put it all aside and buy one $90 pair of shoes instead, or whatever that price is for you, $200, $300, whatever. And I would say the same with your skincare. Don't buy all the little stuff. Invest in really good, comprehensive products and treatment plan, and work with respected med spa or doctor's office, plastic surgeon, wherever you're going to just get that full approach.
That's another thing, like with Hydrofacial, I just saw this recently, like there are a lot of imposters Hydrofacial is the brand, right? It's the
okay.
It's
a brand name.
It's a brand name, but there are a lot of other places that claim they have hydrofacial. Well, the system is a 2-tube system. So one tube is taking away all the dead skin cells and the junk, and the other tube is infusing all of those good products and serums and water.
That's cool.
But a lot of knockoff products mix the two together. So you're getting like dirty water put back into your skin. So you've got to be cautious of that. So they may say that they have a hydrofacial, but is it really a hydrofacial? And I don't know which products those are, but it's true. Like, you got to do your research and make sure you're getting what you're paying for.
And you need to go to a place that you trust. I think the bottom line is you need to go to a place that you trust and really look at your skin holistically. What are you eating? What are you putting on it? And what treatments are you doing? Cool. Does that sound?
Yeah.
Did I sum it up?
You did.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. My
Dr.
pleasure.
Adams. So, I mean, I feel like you're the best advertisement. Because you're so beautiful. But, you definitely check out, and I'm going to have all the links below so that you can check out Dr. Adams Spa. And, take advantage of those 12 days of Christmas. Take advantage of the bundles. Take advantage of all of the special offers that spas are offering right now to get your skin where, like, honestly, don't ask for, junky stuff this holiday season.
Get a med spa gift card.
Get a med spa gift card. Get some good treatments, and really start the new year with your skin really at its best. I think nothing makes us feel better than looking in the mirror and being like, oh my gosh, I look good. Thank you, guys. Love you. If you have any questions for Dr. Adams or for me, definitely ask in the comments. Don't forget to like. It makes my day. Like if you want to see Dr. Adams back answering more of our questions. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. My whole goal for this channel, again, is to help you over 40, over 50 feel beautiful and look your best every single day. Love you guys. Bye.
Happy holidays.